Some more breaking updates now coming in. Spicejet show caused by the government after several technical glitches had been reported. Show cause notice that has been issued by the government to Spicejet. In fact, the DGCA had also asked Spicejet for an explanation. Now some action also being initiated by the government over several instances of a technical snag that had been reported.
Madhav, I believe we have accessed the letter. You have it with you. Please take us through the details.
Well, yes, this is the show cause notice. It is dated 5/7/2022 and it says, whereas Mrs. Spicejet was authorized to perform commercial operations in accordance with the operations manual, the reported incidents on aircraft operated by Mrs. Spicejet from 1st April 2022 till date have been reviewed, and it has been observed that at number of occasions the aircraft either turned back to its originating station or continued landing to the destination with degraded safety margins. Note the words, degraded safety margins, and this is coming from the DGCA, which is clearly the regulator as far as aviation is concerned. And it says that from 1st April, as we've been reporting all through the day yesterday and even earlier, we've brought you several such incidents and reports, and it goes on to say that whereas the review transpires that poor internal safety oversight and inadequate maintenance actions, as most of the incidents are related to either component failure or system related failure, has resulted in degradation of the safety margins. The financial assessment carried out by DGCA in September 2021 has also revealed that the airline is operating on cash and carry, and suppliers approved vendors are not being paid on regular basis, leading to shortage of spares and frequent invoking of MELs. Whereas from the above, it may be deduced that Mrs. Spicejet has failed to establish a safe, efficient and reliable air services under terms of Rule 134 and Schedule 11 of the Aircraft Rules 1937. Now, therefore, the accountable manager of Mrs. Spicejet is hereby called upon to show cause within 3 weeks of receipt of this notice as to why action should not be taken against the airline. In case no reply is received within the stipulated period, the matter will be proceeded ex parte. So very, very strong observations over here. Clearly, the financial condition of Spicejet is at some level appears to be impinging upon the safety standards of the airline. This is the DGCA itself saying it. It's there in black and white, and therefore it can be taken as a very, very serious warning. Remember that in the case of other airlines,
Civil Aviation Minister too, Mr. Jyotiraditya Scindia, making a statement on a tweet where he goes on to say passenger safety is paramount. Even the smallest error hindering safety will be thoroughly investigated and course corrected. Madhav.
Well, absolutely, and he is the Civil Aviation Minister. At the end of the day, whatever be the reason, the fact is that safety is one aspect, whether low cost, high cost, whatever be the hybrid model, one cannot compromise at any level as far as safety is concerned, and that's the clear message coming out from the aviation regulator, the DGCA. So the DGCA literally reading out the riot act to Spicejet, which, as we all know, has had its own share of financial difficulties, and very specifically mentioned over here, financial assessment carried out by DGCA in September 21 has revealed that airline is operating on cash and carry, and suppliers approved vendors are not being paid on regular basis, leading to shortage of spares and frequent invoking of MEL. So this is something which is very, very serious. The financial condition of Spicejet, one knows already in the public domain, it's out there that it's impacting on the safety standards, is what the DGCA is saying. We are not saying this. The DGCA itself is saying this in the show cause notice, and the very fact that Spicejet will now have to come out and explain what really is the position. The accountable manager is called by to show cause within 3 weeks of receipt of this notice as to why action should not be taken against the airline. But is this 3 weeks notice enough? Should it have been done on a much shorter basis? Also a question that comes out, given that we are seeing incidents happen not even one a day. Yesterday it was 2 separate incidents that took place in the span of 24 hours. So many are questioning really what is the rationale as far as this entire notice is concerned. Could the show cause notice perhaps have come earlier, and is in fact this 3 weeks notice enough? What will we see happening, for instance, within the span of the next 3 weeks is also a question that many would be raising, given the fact that there's been such a large number of incidents that have taken place over the last several weeks.
Well, Madhav, one of the things which has been coming up repeatedly when we speak to aviation experts is the course correction and what happens from here onwards. Many times in the past, we've seen DGCA pulling up airlines, but what really happens? What is the outcome of this probe? That is something which isn't very clear.
Well, absolutely. If there was a financial audit, many would ask, if there was a financial assessment carried out by the DGCA by its own assessment in September 21, why has it taken, over 8 months for the DGCA to take this action? These incidents have been reported in quick succession for the past 3 months. It's from 1st April that the DGCA itself says that the reported incidents of aircraft operated by Spicejet from 1st April till date have been reviewed, and it has been observed that at number of occasions the aircraft carrier either turned back to its originating destination station or continued to the destination with degraded safety margins. Degraded safety margins. If this is something that the DGCA has known since 1st April, why is the action being taken now? That's going to be a very, very relevant question. Aviation experts can perhaps throw more light, but this is something that many would say, and many in the aviation sector would believe that was very much coming, given the quick succession of incidents that have been taking place as far as Spicejet is concerned.
Well, in fact, do stay on with us. Sanat Kaul is joining us, an aviation expert.